work every day to remove the gang members, drug dealers, and violent criminals from your communities, and we already are. They're being moved very quickly. In fact, General Kelly, as you know, has done a fantastic job on the border. Down 61% since inauguration. People coming in, down 61%, which is a tremendous number. My highest duty as president is the security of our people, the security of our nation.
That was the president earlier today. He's vowing to end sanctuary cities, deport criminal illegal immigrants. Now, yesterday, Attorney General Jeff Sessions addressed this issue. Watch this.
Failure to deport aliens who are convicted of criminal offenses puts whole communities at risk, especially immigrant communities in the very sanctuary jurisdictions that seek to protect the perpetrators. Countless Americans would be alive today, and countless loved ones would not be grieving today if these policies of sanctuary cities were ended.
All right, some big city Democratic mayors, they're vowing to fight the Trump administration. We continue with Laura Ingraham. Joining us now also is conservative commentator Monica Crowley. Monica, I'll start with you. L.A., San Francisco, Chicago, New York. All right, they want to aid and abet criminal aliens. That's a crime. I spoke to a father today, Steve Ronnebeck. His 21-year-old son was killed in a convenience store by a criminal illegal immigrant that had previously raped and held and kidnapped a woman for an entire week. We didn't deport him, and then he ended up killing his son.
One of the main reasons why Donald Trump was elected president was during the campaign, he was unafraid to speak very uncomfortable truths about illegal immigration and what he was going to do to enforce the law, enforce the border, protect the American people and our sovereignty. That's one of the main reasons why he's sitting in the Oval Office today, and he means it. There is uniform immigration law under the federal government in this country. The Supreme Court for over a century has held that the federal government has exclusive power to make and enforce immigration law in this country.
There's no statutory limitation.
That is the only thing he is doing here. He's not doing anything outside the boundaries. And by the way, when President Obama was there, he had the federal government sue states like Arizona for wanting to enforce federal immigration law. Remember that?
It's
and
insane.
yet now the federal government under President Trump is being resisted in terms of trying to make states and cities enforce the law.
Laura, I mean, I look at this and I'm thinking, this is aiding and abetting crime.
Right.
If any of the three of us did this, at least in my case, I'd be handcuffed, perp walked, mugshotted, throw away the key, and you guys would have to visit me with a cake and a file.
Yeah, I think about the Rockville rape case.
Really?
These thugs were allowed to go free at the border, allowed to go free, posting, oh, they were held for a week and then released to their, quote, sponsors. I mean, when this happens under any president's watch, under any Homeland Security secretary, this policy, when this occurs, the individuals responsible for this policy, I think they have blood on their hands. I really do. We have enough problems in the United States, enough crime committed by American citizens, even if it's down in some cities. I understand that, and that's good news. But in places like Baltimore, in places like Chicago, L.A., the poorest Americans, the working poor, who have already been dealt a difficult hand in many circumstances. Now we go to them and say, you know, we know they're not all these jobs because a lot of those were shipped overseas, but now we're gonna put the welcome out for all these illegal immigrants, many of them bringing in gang affiliations, drugs and other problems. We're gonna bring them in, and we're gonna just see how your life turns out, because we feel like it's our noble duty to resist Donald Trump. So we just hope it works out for you, and if someone in your family dies, I guess that's just the price we have to pay.
Thank you both, as always. We'll have you both back soon. Appreciate it. Thank you.